Okay, Gemini. This is your Mercury retrograde reading. Again, I'm getting them up late. We're all kind of sick in this house, unfortunately, so I was really struggling to get stuff up from Sunday on. But hopefully it'll still give you guys some messages for, everything. And I did notice that these readings were a little bit shorter than my usual ones, so I do apologize if that's an issue for anybody. But we are using the True Black Tarot. I think it's working pretty well. So let's see what comes out. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Mercury retrograde. See somebody getting else a new job or changing directions with their finances. Or work-related stuff. Gemini. Okay, so during this period of time, it's saying to have some strength, okay? There is something really positive that will be happening around this time for you, Gemini, okay? There is something, but not prior to something more negative happening. And I don't know if it's like an actual, it's else somebody's going to trick you or they're going to steal from you, something like that, okay? Those are the two scenarios that I'm seeing at the moment. Sorry, I'm cold, so I'm drinking tea. No, guys, I'm not turning off that fan. I'm sorry. I like the circulation in the house. Again, I'm going back to what I was saying about the whole work situation. I feel like somebody's changing. Somebody's changing direction. I don't know if you're moving for a job or if you're changing jobs or if you have choices about changing your job, something of that nature during this period of time. Mercury retrograde is not a good time to make big changes, so please keep that in mind. I do think that you should be mindful, try to hold off as long as possible. We do have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, so, you might feel like you're not getting what you need from what you're doing for a job or, in your work. Give it some time. Wait till retrograde's over before you make any huge decisions. Yep. I don't think it would go well if you change right now. I really don't. Who is this queen? You may have some sort of celebration or trip planned with somebody. They could be an Aquarius or a water sign. I don't think the trip's going to go as planned. If it's a trip or if it's a celebration, either way, it's not going to go as planned. Keep that in mind. Some sort of shocking revelation will end up happening, but ultimately working out in your best interest. Okay. I do see that person having some issues going forward for whatever happens between the two of you or whatever circumstances end up transpiring. I do see them having issues, and it could be karmic, We have the World here. Why is the World here for Gemini? Why is the World here? Gemini, you don't need to walk away from any situation during this period of time. They will literally cut themselves off, okay? Just let people fall to the side as needed because, I think you're going to come out on top. I don't even think you need to argue with anybody during this period of time. The number 5 is relevant. I'm seeing a little tiny squid for some reason. I see pretty big change. I feel like you see this change coming anyway. I do see a conversation with somebody about resolving some issues. I see like a peace offering between you and somebody else. It's going to bring some sort of balance into your life. And destiny. Wow, shit. I have not seen this card yet. You're the first one to get it. Okay? Something destined to happen for you. I do like it. And again, I do think it's more than one scenario. It's my dog. Just a minute.
Why do you go outside?
Somebody is definitely in some sort of cosmic alignment here. Like things are just going to go in your favor regardless of what you do. Again, during this period of time, Gemini, I see like a lot of truths being exposed to you just naturally. Nothing you have to actually look for, or no issues you need to create yourself. I do also see your communication, your speech will be better during this period of time as well. The number 8 will also be relevant, okay? 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. I see scenarios happening here where people are going to maybe even try to cause you some sort of turmoil, and it backfires every single time for them. For those of you that are not involved with anybody, single and seeking, I do see somebody who wants something with you. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. Could be another air sign. Could be younger than you. And the number 9 would be relevant to that scenario. Okay, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, or on the 9th, something like that, okay? What is this about? Health issue needs to be checked out for you, Gemini. I would suggest going to get a checkup. You may get a visit from somebody who's struggling. Could be somebody, it could be a child, could be a younger loved one. You may need to go travel to them, something of that nature, or they travel. Somebody who would be like, excuse me, somebody who you may have even had some sort of disconnect with, somebody who holds some sort of resentment against you. That's a very specific one for somebody. It would help the situation. And the number 8 would be relevant to them, okay? So I think it would heal the relationship. Whatever this relationship is, I do think it would heal it. There is some sort of get-together that you are supposed to do. I do believe this is a work-related get-together, some sort of celebration, party, like something like that, that is not going to work out the way you hoped, or you don't go at all. One or the other. Something will come up. And honestly, it was for the best, because I do feel like there would be some sort of argument or altercation that would happen if you went. So it's like divinely guided, once again, like I said, okay? For those of you that are involved with a water sign, I see that coming to an end. For those of you that are single, I do think that you may have a water sign friend that's going through something as far as like an ending of a situation. And again, who's this person that would want a relationship with Gemini? They're coming out as an earth sign, but let's see. They are coming out as an earth sign. Okay. There could be more than one person on the table. Keep that in mind. We have a lot of 2s and 3s here, so not sure how I feel about that, but that's what you have for Mercury retrograde. Hope this helps.